Testing 1 2 3. Testing. We're on live. 5 4 3 2 1. Welcome back to the Broken Mic with JT. This is your weekly wrestling rants, rumors, and possibly reviews. This is the JT and Candy Show. For all of you out there who are new to the show, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit that like button, the comments down below. Make your comments down below. Let me know what you like, what I can do differently, what you don't want me to talk about. But on this show, we talk about absolutely every single thing because this is the Broken Mic. And on this show, everything is broken. We are all obsolete. Obsolete mules. So, this week is a very crazy week. We have so much stuff going on between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn possibly getting fired. Paige possibly making her return back to the WWE from a year, maybe a year and a half hiatus. Ever since she had her sex tape reviewed and everything, her marrying Alberto El Patron and Alberto Del Rio for all of you out there. But supposedly her and Alberto Del Rio have gotten separated. So she's back on the market for all you guys out there who are looking for someone like that, if you know what I mean. But so Paige is possibly going to come back to Raw this coming Monday. Could be a rumor, could be true, who knows. What else? Roman Reigns to make his huge return back from being gone for so long. We have so much stuff going on this week that it's hard to keep up. It's hard to just not talk about one subject and like wrestling right now is like all out of whack. They have certain things set up for like different pay-per-views and if one person gets sick, it doesn't work out. You gotta replace them with somebody else. Another person gets injured. They gotta replace them with somebody else. They gotta change it up. Everything's just so like by the week scripted. Everything's like by the week. Nothing's like pre-planned. They do things on the fly every single time. Like this past week on SmackDown and Raw, they just did whatever they wanted to do. They didn't even care about what we wanted to see. They gave us what they gave us what they wanted us to see, and then they turned around, they left, and they said, you know what? We don't give a fuck what you want. This is what we're gonna give you. You like it, you like it. If you don't, tune away. It's like they don't even want. Like either are they trying to like their audiences? Like are they pushing them away? Because I'll tell you what, I'm watching less and less of WWE than I've watched in a long time. I've been leaning more towards New Japan Pro Wrestling, maybe possibly a little bit of NXT. Ring of Honor is something I've been watching a little here and there. I haven't watched a real full show of Ring of Honor, but I've been trying to catch it here and there on TV. But I guess on my network it's no longer showing it. But it's supposed to come on last night and I totally forgot to watch it. I think I might have DVR'd it too. Hopefully. I just got this new DVR that they're going to charge me $20 extra for. And hopefully that comes in handy. But let's see what we got here. Playing the background here. not sure how much music I can play in the background, but hopefully I don't get red flagged or copyrighted or whatnot. It's not like I have a million subscribers, anyways. But it's just too background noise is way too silent. I need some music going in the background. But anyways, so before I start talking about wrestling and whatnot and blah 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 this, blah 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 that, I want to talk about this channel and what it represents. On this channel, I like to talk about like just wrestling. I like to talk about stuff here and there that gets on my nerves about certain people, certain things, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube podcasters. Some I follow, some I don't, but there's some that I go on their channel to I guess to listen to a review or a rant or or rumors or whatever, and they want to sit there and they want to talk about their own personal life. They want to start the first part of the video talking about like the first 30 minutes of the video talking about like their personal lives, or talking about like growing up, this when I was growing up, this and this and this and that, and like, man, like, dude, when I watch a wrestling podcast, I want to hear wrestling, so that way I don't like be a hypocrite. Just wanted to say, for all you out there who want to waste everybody else's time and just talk about your own personal lives, get straight to the point, man. Talk about wrestling first, and then towards the end, if you want to cry about this, cry about that, then you can. In the meantime, let's get started on our first piece of news that we got going on here. So we got the Bullet Club calls on the cleaner for their battle with WWE. So WWE wants to go one-on-one against the Bullet Club, which I think in my view, if that really happened, that would go for some crazy ratings. I would definitely tune in for that. NXT and Ring of Honor both have house shows in San Antonio on Friday, November 17th. So NXT is having one of their house shows on the same day that Ring of Honor is having their house show, which the one I'm going to, because I was going to go to NXT. I wanted to buy tickets and everything, but I found out that Ring of Honor was going to have their house show on the same day. So you know what? I've never been to a Ring of Honor show before, so why not, right? I mean, I like the Bullet Club. I like Kenny Omega. I like Cody Rhodes. They're all going to be there, so why not go to something? Why not see something different? And then for all you guys out there who are just watching WWE, go on YouTube. Go Google or YouTube the Bullet Club, the Elite, NWA, TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Trust me, it's something different and it's something a little better than just watching regular WWE. If you know what I mean. But so you wouldn't think two of the most popular brand in pro wrestling would have to go to war to sell out a couple of 1,000 to 2,000 seats venue in a city of roughly 1.5 million people. But as the Ring of Honor champ Cody Rhodes pointed out during the Bullet Club invasion of a WWE Raw show last month, live wrestling isn't necessarily the hottest ticket going on these days. So WWE loaded their event up with announcing a title match with Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee. So WWE has to compete with Ring of Honor so damn much that they have to bring back Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee. Like, seriously? You can't trust your own young talent to bring in ratings, bring in ticket sales and shit like that. Ring of Honor and Bullet Club initially just fired back with one more joke about papering shows and by calling out the McMahon family. But Cody promises Cody promised two surprise for their show at the Austin Highway Event Center on the 17th, and it is pretty much biggest names they would call on IWGP United States Champion Kenny Omega. So, from when it comes down to it, it looks like the Ring of Honor show is the best one you want to go to. So, any of you out there who are living in San Antonio or are interested in something different than NXT, WWE, go to ringofhonor.com, buy tickets for Wrestle Fitness, and go check it out. You might figure out that what, WWE's not cutting anymore. It's all about Bullet Club. It's all about Ring of Honor and whatnot. And I'm not saying that I'm going away from WWE. I'm saying that my views and my directions as far as like what I like to watch has been leaning more towards Ring of Honor and the Bullet Club and all that good stuff. But now in addition, it says here, breaking news: Kenny Omega invades San Antonio on Friday, November 17th. Bullet Club invades San Antonio. Now, in addition to the main gimmick of the show, night of their Survivor of the Fitness tournament, the winner of which gets a future shot at their world title, Ring of Honor is promising roads at the rest of BC West, Young Bucks, Marty Scurll, and Adam Page, all three of the Elite Omega and the Bucks, the recently retired Bully Ray, and presumed number one contender Dalton Castle, and that's with one more surprise to come. So the card for Ring of Honor is pretty stacked. We're getting all the main eventers there. So because NXT is going to be there on the same night, they're going to make sure that they get more seats. They're going to make sure that they get more viewers following them. And you know what? They deserve it. Because NXT, it's good, but it's not Ring of Honor good right now. And I'm really looking forward to watching. I think Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes are supposed to tag up against. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but I have yet to figure out the card, and because I pretty much caught this at the last minute, so I might be doing like a previews and predictions on Wrestle Fitness. I might give you a review when I'm there. I might go live, record what I see, and put it on my channel for all of you interested in seeing the house show, a Ring of Honor house show. So the Young Bucks are going to be there. They said that Bully Ray is coming out of retirement for a little bit, and so all in all, it's going to be a pretty good show. Better from what WWE's going to show. We got Shawn Michaels coming back, but come on, seriously. Shawn Michaels, unless you're gonna come back like for good, like just stay retired, man. Like you're all beat up right now. There's no reason why you should need to come back just because WWE Raw is not getting that many viewerships. They should be getting. But anyways, back to the wrestling. Like I said, no bullshitting, no talking about stuff we need to talk about. So we got some news on Paige. So we got here. Paige declares she's now single. For all you guys out there who are looking for someone who has a little experience in hooking up with Alberto Del Rio and the rest of the WWE locker room. The very public relationship between Paige and Alberto El Patron seems to be finished because last night on Snapchat, the soon-to-return WWE superstar says she's single. Paige's friend Jenna posted a video Thursday night on Snapchat in which the WWE star says, "This is why I'm single," while joking around about another couple who were making out. Sources had told us that the couple recently broke up and that it seemed like their engagement was officially called off, but attempts to reach her and Alberto confirmed were unsuccessful. So I don't know how true this just the rumor is, you know, everybody has been talking about Paige being single for so damn long. These, Alberto and Paige have broken up so many times that at this point they're just laughing at us. They're like, you know what? Let's let them, let's trick them one more time. Let's make them think that we're no. This like the attention has been off of them so long that you know what? We need some more attention over here. We're lagging on attention. So whenever the camera turns away from you, you want to find another reason for the camera to come back. You know, and give you the spotlight. But if it's true, that's good for Paige. I think as far as Alberto, he's been holding her down. Vice versa, I think she's been holding him down. He's the reason why she left WWE and vice versa. So if she does make a return to WWE, I hope that she, you know, just gets back on her feet. Um, Possibly go for another run at the women's championship belt, and just go back to what you were usually doing. Just entertaining the fans. Just be Paige. You don't have to be someone you're not. I know you're always so angry and everything, but look, now is the time to come back because right now the WWE is not doing anything with their divas right now, or with their women. It's the same thing every single day, like same old bullshit, different day. It just switches up. I wouldn't mind seeing Paige versus Alexa Bliss. I wouldn't mind seeing Paige versus Mickey James. Paige versus I don't know Natalia. I don't know if she can be on Raw. Well, she's coming back on Raw for sure, but they might move her over to SmackDown or whatnot. But if this rumor is true, congratulations to Paige and Alberto Del Rio. May they have a wonderful single life together. So, in other news, I guess back in the day when the Shield broke up, you know, everybody out there was so like wondering like, man, when are they gonna get back together? When are they gonna get back together? When are they gonna get back together? Like, and we were so hyped about it that we kind of gave up on it. And we gave up on it, and we said, you know what? If they get back together, they don't, whatever. We don't care. Um, we're kind of over it already. So just recently, when they were like promoting the Shield to get back together, and they did get back together, we were kind of excited, but then like we were like, we're over it. Like the Shield, they broke up a long time ago. When they first came out, they were badass, and now they're just all worn out. They're all just worn out. Seth Rollins is worn out. He's got injured more than once. Dean Ambrose is overplayed. Um, he acts too crazy than he should be. He acts like a little teenager. Roman Reigns is like constantly getting booed out of the arena. He's never gonna turn heel, so we're over it. Um, but when the Shield did get back together, we were excited, and then boom, like Roman Reigns just like disappears. And I know he got sick and everything, but like, dude, like, then don't promote the Shield. Just let him like, you know, sit at home. Let him rest, let him get better, then bring the show back. But they want to then let Kurt Angle join the Shield, and then just recently they let Triple H join the Shield. Like, how retarded was that? Like, wasn't like the Shield just feuding with the Triple H like last year at WrestleMania, or Seth Rollins was feuding with the Shield at WrestleMania? Didn't Triple H break up the Shield? Yeah, like that's just like uncalled for right there. Like, we don't need everyone. Uh, like, not everyone can join the Shield. It's a special thing, but I guess nowadays they're letting anyone in the Shield these days. First it was Kurt Angle. Okay, Roman Reigns is out, and he's an Olympic hero, a Hall of Famer, and he has no real history with the Hounds of Justice. Then it was Triple H. Sure, Roman's still out. They have the whole pesky convince Seth Rollins to turn on the group, then try to end Seth's career history. But it was just a house show. It was a house show. No one ever got to see it. But Samoa Joe, really? Samoa Joe? His first job on the main roster was to take out Rollins. There's some kind of weird psychological stuff at play, placing Romy and with another Samoa named Joe, especially the big dog, almost back, and then he didn't even get a vest. Well, the guy's so damn fat. How the hell would he find the vest to fucking fit him? Before you head down to the comments to tell me to line up, know that I am joking, and this video from today's live event is Dortmund, Germany of Joe. I'm reading off someone's bullshit. Supposedly Samoa Joe joined the Shield at a house show. They teamed with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Finn Balor because they're, I guess, Team Red to finish Xavier Woods with triple power bombs after some coaching from Dean and how Reigns does it. It's super. Let me watch this goddamn show. Yeah, not the best footage, but yeah, that is stupid. It's like I said, first there was Kurt Angle, then Triple H, and then Samoa Joe. And each person that's gone in replacement for Roman Reigns has copied him to the T. Like, I mean, either you're trying to replace Roman Reigns or you're just trying to remind the fans that he's never been gone. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Let them do their own thing. They don't have to be like Roman Reigns. They don't have to do his entire act. I mean, there's a reason why we can't stand Roman Reigns because we don't want him there to begin with. So, they're pretty much letting anybody join the Shield nowadays. So, any of you out there who want to join the Shield, put your application in at WWE.com, and they'll get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure you can fit inside of a vest, just like Samoa Joe. He might have got entered to be part of the Shield, but at the end of the day, the guy's too fat. You know, that's all it comes down to. So we got here. So John Cena has been gone for a very long time. You know, he's out making a movie. He's a part timer. Everyone knows he's a part timer, so that's not news to us. But everybody who's qualified for the Survivor Series, team up, had to, go through another person or be in a match to qualify. But according to the Observer, the original idea for John Cena to be the guest referee in the previous planned Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal match was so he could cost Mahal the match and set up a program between the two. But now they're saying that John Cena is going to be part of the Survivor Series Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I don't know if I agree with that. They could have put somebody else in there besides John Cena. there's no reason why you have to bring somebody that's not gonna be there for too long, and just to like you know get ratings and get viewers. That, oh, let's just bring John Cena into the mix. You know, it just Kurt Angle just kissing Stephanie's ass, bringing in whoever he wants at any cost. But originally, he was supposed to be part of the match between Jinder and Brock Lesnar, but we know that's not going to happen because AJ Styles has won the WWE Championship belt, putting Jinder Mahal in a you know rough spot. Um, we got some other stuff here. It says, per PW Inside, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are both planned to be at SmackDown Live next week after being sent home from the European tour. The latest Wrestling Observer newsletter reports the belief isn't that Owens and Sami Zayn went into business for themselves, but rather it was a misunderstanding that grew out of control. So people out there are saying that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens got fired. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, were sent home because they were, in the back crying about this, crying about that. But when it all came down to it, they were sent home because it was better for business. Like I said, maybe they needed more time with their family, or maybe Kevin Owens had been going through some rough stuff here and there before they started the tour, so they wanted to give him some time with his family. That way he can come back fresh on SmackDown following week. Let me shit. Check this out. The Observer notes WWE officials have once again recently talked about the idea of bringing Hulk Hogan back to the company. Seriously? Daddy's old and fat, and you're gonna bring him back to the company for what? To do what? To be another general manager? Let me guess, you're gonna fire Kurt Angle and you're gonna bring Hulk Hogan back as the general manager of Raw. Yeah, nobody cares about that. There's some word going around that Wolfgang suffered an injury during a recent house show. Nobody cares about that guy either. So enough about news that don't really matter. Let's talk about something different. Let's talk about Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega and how it came to be. A recent report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter has detailed that the timeline of the events leading up to Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega being signed for Wrestle Kingdom. According to the report, Jericho was influenced by the build-up of O'Connor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather and wanted to do something similar. A match with Omega he felt would be similar in that it is something fans thought they'd never seen. So yeah, Jericho versus Kenny Omega, something that I thought I would never see. It's gonna happen. It's happening, and we're excited. So good idea, Jericho. And the way you came about it was even better. Jericho ended up pitching the idea to New Japan Pro Wrestling communicator Don Callis, who then pitched the idea to Omega. All three men involved are from Winnipeg, and Callis podcast with Lance Storm and on Jericho's podcast network. Omega then pitched the idea to Gedo in August. Jericho and New Japan Pro Wrestling officials arranged a secret meeting in New York. The idea wasn't finalized until October, however, with Jericho videotaped challenge to Omega being filmed shortly after. Caitlin, I'm almost done, baby, okay? So there you have it. Chris Jericho got the idea from Conor McGregor and the Mayweather fight build-up. I thought the way it was presented was pretty good. I'm looking forward to that match at Wrestle Kingdom 12. I seen last year's Wrestle Kingdom 12, Kenny Omega versus Okada, and that match in itself was the reason why I watch Ring of Honor now. That match was the reason why I started following Kenny Omega, the Ring of Honor, the Young Bucks, Bullet Club. He opened my eyes to a whole new, uh, you know, wrestling that I never thought I could see again because everything in WWE is like so like out of whack. Um, Let me see what we got here. So there you have it. Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega set for Wrestle Kingdom 12. So all you guys out there who have never seen a Wrestle Kingdom before, don't miss it because it's gonna be a match uh, that you'll see once in your lifetime. Besides Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. Um, Another boring news: WWE star extended his losing streak to Jeff Hardy recently. Kurt Hawkins, who has been brought back from you know to the WWE, is 130 has 130 losses ever since returning to the sport. And back in August in 2016, he wrote, "I haven't gotten a win on this tour, but I do have a lot of uh, paint all over my gear from Goldust." That doesn't make any sense. Um, so, so there you have it, Kurt Hawkins. Congratulations for getting your ass whooped 130 times since coming back on Raw. What was the idea? Hey, Kurt Hawkins, we need you for we need you to get that. We're gonna hire you to get talent over. We're gonna pay you this much. Is that cool? You're never gonna win a match, but is that awesome? Yeah, awesome, good. All right, you're hired. Go get your ass whooped by Braun Strowman real quick. Fucking guy. Yeah, so that was stupid. Bringing Kurt Hawkins back, and honestly, the guy doesn't even look that bad. Like I don't understand why they don't give him something. Like he seems like pretty legit, but they make him look like shit every 5 seconds. Um, where we at? So Eric Bischoff, on which two WWE star he would make the cornerstone of a new wrestling promotion. Wow. Um, this the source coming out of this is from Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast. Eric Bischoff stopped by the Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast last week to talk about his time running WCW, his tenure in TNA, and much more. Bischoff explained the difficulties of running a 3 hour show. Some fans have clamored for the WWE to revert Raw back to a 2 hour format. Bischoff said the formatting isn't very different whether it's 2 hours or 3 hours, but the main hardship is trying to hold the audience attention for the entire show. How about you not bore us to death? Then we'll stay for that third hour. Yes, that is a difficult. Yes, that is very difficult. As said, I don't believe I am different than your average person out there, but to sit there and watch 3 hours of wrestling, no matter how big a wrestling fan you are, you start tuning out. Bischoff said, you tune in and out depends on what is happening, but it's just too much. Can you imagine watching 3 hours of Game of Thrones every week for 52 weeks a year? Eventually, you just get sick of. No matter how much you love it, you just get sick of it. This is kind of where I am. So yeah, 3 hours of entertaining television that will hold your audience attention and deliver every week. That is very hard task to do. So yeah, I mean, Eric Bischoff was asked which current superstars he would want to have a cornerstone if he were to start a wrestling promotion, and he said that he would like Braun Strowman. He said I would turn the volume down on him just a little bit. I think he is a little bit overly animated, and he doesn't have to be. He's already a larger than life character. When he wakes up and has a cup of coffee, to me, they just uh, have to dial turn on him just a little too much. But it is but it has hard to deny that he can be the guy. Bischoff said, "People chuckle when I say this because they don't think I'm serious, but I really dig Dolph Ziggler. He is versatile. He's athletic. Has a great look, and he reminds me of Kurt Angle because although he doesn't have the Buddha killer persona that Kurt had, but he is as capable of because he is an amazing amateur wrestler. He can choose to be a badass or he can be a comedic character. I don't know. If I had to pick two guys from entire business, I would go with Roman Reigns. I would turn him heel, and then I would go with possibly Rusev and turn him babyface. Um, because right now, like you have too many old guys trying to take the spotlight of the young guys. It's time to flip the script on certain people and make them look different. That way, people can actually tune in and watch your product. Look at what they did with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was Stardust before he left. Now he's like the biggest thing there is. I mean, like, you just gotta like sometimes flip the script. You don't want to go off the script. You want to flip the script. So, anyways, that concludes our show for today. That was your rumors, your news and rumors. Um, there are certain things I wanted to rant about, but you know what? I'm not gonna waste your time. So, like for all of you out there who like the show, hit that like button. Subscribe to this show. Let's try to get the show. Right now we're at 20 subscribers. I want to thank all the new subscribers out there who subscribed. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. Um, you know, Share this video with your friends. Try to get ask them to subscribe, watch, and view. And the more viewers, the more subscribers I get, the bigger the show gets, and the more content we can talk about. Like I said, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for patrons or whatever. I'm just doing this because I like doing it, and it's good wrestling talk. Plus, if someone's gonna come out here and give you wrestling news, they're gonna give you wrestling news. They're gonna talk about her entire life history and their whole sad and pathetic life that they regret or whatnot. I don't know, but on this show we talk about wrestling, and that's it. We keep it straight, strictly wrestling. In the meantime, this is JT with the broken mic. This was your news and rumors show. Good night, and see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw.